What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Clear Talk. So in this video, like real quickly, I'm celebrating. I'm celebrating for myself. I'm celebrating for the channel, because I did notice. I think it was yesterday, or maybe the day before, but I did notice that we hit a milestone number. I think we could use it as a milestone number. 250 subs. And so I wanted to take a moment in this video real quick to just thank you for those 200 those 250 subs. I want to thank you very, very much, for subbing to the channel, for committing, to me, and to, watching more and more videos, or seeing where the channel goes, being a part of this, of the JMD Nation. That's amazing, and I look forward to hitting more milestones. Our biggest one, I think, that we're going for now is 500. So, again, continue to share and like and comment, all that good stuff. Just keep pushing the videos. Keep, again, sharing them to your friends, letting more people get involved and potentially subscribe. That'd be amazing, just to help keep the channel going and growing. If if you are one of the 250, again, if you would like to see more things, and can help continue this channel going, again, consider Patreon. That would be amazing, because for one, like, in this space, I have, I'm trying to create a channel, and be a part of the whole, like, progressive media, like, bubble or whatever, to try to get to talk about all the things that are going on, like, as far as politics, life or religion or whatever. Like, I wanted to be kind of an open channel, even though we mostly talk about politics here. But I wanted to be a channel where we could talk and have real conversations, heavy conversations, potentially, talking about real things. I do so much research and looking into stuff before I present things to you. I don't just willy-nilly do that, most of the time anyways. I'm willy-nilly throwing this video out there, but we need to be pushing, and this comes, and I'm not even asking as far as just total support from me. This is support for the whole, like, all of YouTube. Everybody needs to be supporting each other and pushing each other, subscribing, commenting, everything, to keep these videos pushing for more people to see, whether it's me, whether it's the Cal Kalinskis, or the Breaking Points, or the Minority Report, or Majority Report, or anybody else that you feel in this bubble, to promote or to push and to help out, to get more information out there. That's the part of that I'm trying to be, is in. And although I'm a very, very small channel, okay, I'm just we've been doing this for about a year or so. And there's been slow growth, and I would like, it would be amazing for it to speed up and become more rapid. But nevertheless, that's what I'm trying to do here. And it's very unfortunate, especially in the space. I'm about to rant for just a second, because, and the reason why I'm going to go ahead and point out even the David PAKMANs of the arena. Okay. I used to, because it is troubling to me that in this space we are supposed to be trying to promote and push people. I think that's the problem with the left, is that we do not coalesce enough. You see the right over there with the Daily Wires kind of people, and even though they are fractioning a little bit and fracturing over Trump and different policies, and there is some separation and splitting going on there, but for so long there have been such a coalescing and unity on the right, to, even if they don't completely agree with each other, they push each other and they bring each other together, and there's shit tons of money, there's shit tons of promotion and advertisement and support each other over there. But on the left, that seems to be something that tends to lack, in my opinion, and not enough people supporting each other and pushing each other along. That there have been moments, especially here late, where we kind of have coalesced together a little bit better in some channels and stuff, and people figureheads have done some collaborations and went on each other's shows and talk about these things, and that is great, and that needs to continue. But when we at any point are trying are pushing back and causing, especially the little guy, we are supposed to be pushing back on the elites, on the high, that's the and getting people to realize that your enemy is not the little guy. Your enemy is not the ones under you. The little enemy is not, those that are struggling just like you are. Okay, you need to be looking up at the people that are causing all the trouble, that are holding all the wealth and creating and influencing the laws and policies and all this stuff, and with regular people, the majority of humanity being held basically hostage and kept from even really having success in a lot of ways. It's just that's for me. And when I am trying, I'm sitting here busting my ass. I'm not monetized. I don't make any money off of any video that I put up. Okay, the only chance that I would even begin to be monetized, for one, I have to get to 500 subs. That's the reason why my big arc here is to get to 500 subs. But not only that, also there's other measures that I have to meet, like views, certain amount of views or something like that, before I can even be monetized on this channel. There are like two or three metrics that have to be met. Right now, I haven't met any of that, and I'm not making any money. So when I have someone in this arena decide to strike me with a copyright, not only in the point of just like, hey, this is a copyright, letting not going to hurt you, but like, like, hey, I'm going to try to get the ads off of you or whatever the case. Full on requesting of the removal of a video just because I happen to use your content in a video. That to me is kind of a slap in the face, and it's very annoying. And that's what happened here last week. And even though, again, I named his names, and I'm going to name it again, David PAKMAN. I have watched his channel. I have, in the past, loosely supported him. Although there are times where I have not completely agreed with him, or I didn't like the way he actually presented things. And that's my biggest problem with him, is the way he often presents things. But nevertheless, I wish him well, because at least he talks about things in a very, he's in the area of things that I talk about. He and has the same opinion or a similar opinion of things I talk about. Maybe not on all things, but on many things. It just so happened that about a month ago, a little over a month ago, I did a short where I happened to use. I was talking about, if you don't remember, I was talking about this right here, about when Donald Trump was talking about his Sharpie pens. It went on this rant, like 5-minute rant or something about a Sharpie pen. Real quick, I'll just show you a few seconds.
See this pen right here? This pen is an interesting example. It's the same thing. So this pen is very inexpensive, but it writes well. I like it. But I can't have the pen the way it was. You know what it is. I don't want to give too much publicity, but they do treat me well. Sharpie.
All right. Talking about that rant, where he goes on to talk about how much, the previous pens that were used cost, this crazy ass number, and he taught Sharpie into making him a pen that he could use because, he's senile. Anyway, and it only cost a couple bucks to make. It's whatever. He went on this whole rant about that. And I did a little short where I shared a version of this video. Okay. And it did take up the majority of the short. It was like 2.5 minutes long. I didn't pay attention to where I got it. That my bad. But it just so happened that it happened to be a creation that David PAKMAN apparently and his crew did. Okay? And I used that. I didn't pay attention. I didn't even notice that it had David PAKMAN in the bottom corner. I just threw it up there to use it. And even to any degree that I might have noticed it and don't remember even noticing it, I probably thought, David PAKMAN ain't gonna care. Like he's what? And if anything, I felt like this would be promoting him. So it should help him. It'd help him more than me. I'm not getting anything off of this. That was weeks ago, though. Weeks ago. But last week, out of nowhere, I get a strike on my channel from him making a claim on my video for it to be removed. And the very first strike I have ever had on my channel, or any of my channels for that matter, was done. And I don't understand why. And the reason why I'm even talking about this, because I reached out to him. I reached out to him through email. Emailed him asking, hey, look, I'm like, I apologize. I apologize. I didn't notice that I used your content, but I feel like giving me a strike, going full on a copyright claim is a bit much. I mean, we're supposed to be, and I went on to say, we're supposed to be in the arena and the idea of, like looking up and pointing out the elites and what they are doing and how they're hurting the little guy. And that's what we're both supposed to be kind of like looking at and doing and promoting or talking about, sharing, influencing. That looking at the little guy, beating up on the little guy your little guy's not your enemy. I said, but in this instance here, it feels like you're doing the opposite. You are the elite. You are the elite YouTube commentator, creator, whatever. I'm the little guy down here with 250 subs now. I'm not making any money off of your content. I can't make money off of your content. But you are going to strike me. You're going to put a copyright claim to the point that I get a strike against me. Like I'm a bad guy. How dare you use my content on your stuff? Even though we have the same opinion, and quite frankly, it probably benefited you more than it benefited me. And I just felt like that was ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Why? That's the problem with the left. It has been the problem with the left. It's constantly beating up on each other or pushing on each other or not actually supporting and helping each other out. And I even, suggested to him, hey, look, I feel like we could come to a different conclusion here. And I wouldn't mind even working with you in the future, hopefully. That I was being as kind and respectful as I could. Although I pointed out like this is a bit much and like this goes against what we should be actually pushing and supporting each other. That was 4 or 5 days ago that I sent this to him, and I have not gotten a reply back. And I have not had anything change. I still have a strike. And in order for me to get that strike cleared, I have to go through some sort of copyright class, and then it will be removed within like 90 days. But it's and while that's fine, I can do that. But it's like the point. We need to be promoting and pushing each other and helping each other out. Why in times like this, what's going on and all the chaos that this administration is doing and everything, why? I mean, there's enough beating up and attacking of the regular man, of the little guys going on between the immigration shit, uh, ICE, agencies, and funding for different stuff being either reduced or completely attempted of wiping it away and removing it. Support for people. I mean, the economy, housing, none of these things that affect normal people every day have actually been addressed by this administration. If anything, it's done the exact opposite and made stuff worse. While we are being pushed into continued wars everywhere, causing complete chaos, with all this going on, why hit me with something? And while, hey, again, I'm not saying that I wasn't guilty. I used content that wasn't mine, but he also used content that wasn't his. So it throws me that you are going to put a copyright claim on me for putting together, but the fact that you put something together using somebody else's content to put something together that made you money, but yet you want to hit me as a copyright. I don't even see how that's even legal. It wasn't even his original content. I can understand if I literally showed him talking about something and it was his content. But he put together something that was not even his content. But it's going to push a strike against me. And that's what I'm talking. That's the kind of shit that shouldn't be happening, and that we have to deal with as creators and me, an attempt, aspiring creator, content, influencer or whatever, has to deal with. And for my first strike to come from someone that I would have considered, even though I don't watch him on the regular, I would have considered kind of almost like a coworker. Because again, we're in the same sort of arena here. And for the most part, basically on the same side in the majority of issues. And so that to me, so again, if you can help out in any way, to help push, help promote, help share, help grow this channel, that would be amazing. Okay, because that's what we need around here: support. In all of this, and don't again, support everybody through subscribes, likes, everything else. And again, even when it comes to any kind of monetary assistance or help or support or whatever with any channel, do where you feel is the most comfortable for you, and what you feel like you're getting content that really speaks to you from whoever that is. And if that happens to be me, I thank you very much, and I will do my best to continue to give you that content. All right, and you can let me know through Patreon whether or not, or even on my videos, whether or not I'm giving you what you're asking for. I very much appreciate, again, those that have decided to subscribe. The 250 of you, you're freaking amazing, okay? And I hope that you're coming back over and over again and watching all the videos. And sharing and liking and all that good stuff, okay? If you truly feel, that I'm worthy of that, I'm worthy of your subscription, at least. And if I'm worthy of everything else, then please do so, because that would help out tremendously. And helping me deal with that type of BS that shouldn't be happening, because it's just unnecessary. It's unnecessary. I would not have a problem with anybody using my content. I mean, I want to help build everybody as much as possible. And if it helps you out to use my content, then go ahead. No problem. I mean, it's crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy to me that we would be that would happen. So I would get attacked to that point. He could have just done a simple copyright that didn't strike me, that didn't force me to remove anything. And again, it wasn't even his original content. That's the thing. That's what throws me. And if you see this, Mr. PAKMAN, what gives, bruh? I'm not your enemy. I'm not. And again, I wouldn't mind working with you if that was the case. I know you're too big and high up there to care about my little 250 subscriber ass. But still, like, I wouldn't mind having a conversation. I wouldn't mind talking about things. But that was just unnecessary. That was just truly unnecessary. We should be building each other up. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me. And I look forward to the next 250 subscribers and hopefully even more. So again, thank you very much. And until next time, peace. ClearTalk, I'm out.